Good morning, students. It's me, Miss Sonia, and today we are back with another lesson. Well, today the topic which I have selected is Cabinet Mission 1946. This topic is important for board examination because there were multiple MCQs along with question answers which came in the previous papers. So we are starting with Cabinet Mission 1946. But before moving forward, hurry up, grab your notebook along with pencil and pen and start noting the important pointers. And yes, you're already familiar with the other guidelines. Cabinet Mission 1946, starting with the background of this historical event which took place before. The new British government sent special mission to discuss the constitutional issues with the Viceroy of India and political leaders of India. Well, let me just give you a little knowledge about the terminologies which I've used over here. British government, it means that we are here talking about the British government, that what was their decisions, and then special mission to discuss the constitutional issues. When I talk about the term constitutional basically means that it is a written agreement in which laws, rules, and regulations are written, and then you're deciding over there that what laws should be implemented to make the situation better of your surroundings. So that is basically known as constitutional issues. And then with the Viceroy of India, it means the leading one, that who is leading and who's the basically Viceroy means the decision maker of India and political leader of India. So what the British government did, British government sent a special viceroy to India to discuss about the constitutional issues which were going on at that time in the subcontinent. Now coming towards the next part, the cabinet mission consisting three cabinet members, Sir Stafford Cripps, Pethick Lawrence, and A.V. Alexander. When we talk about cabinet basically means that a group of people who are sitting together in the government and they're discussing about that what should be done next. This is the main reason that this event is famous with the name of cabinet mission. So there were three basic members in this cabinet mission who took the decisions and who discussed about that what was happening into the surrounding. One was Sir Stafford Cripps, the other one was Pethick Lawrence, and the third one was A.V. Alexander. The mission arrived in India on March 24, 1946, and held meetings with the political leaders of India. So you can see that they all arrived. When I talk about the term mission, that it means that people arrived, and the basic three people of this cabinet mission they arrived to India on March 24, 1946, and then they started discussing about the political matters which were going on. The basic features of the cabinet mission are: number one, there would be a union of India comprising British India and the Indian states, which should control foreign affairs, defense, and communication. Now, when we say about that Union of India, it means the decision makers. They comprise of British India. It means that they were leading by the British officials and Indian states, which should control foreign affairs. It means that higher bodies will control the foreign affairs. Foreign affairs basically means the international relations with the other countries. Defense and communication. Defense means security of the people, and communication that how you're communicating with the outer world and within the inner world, and how you are removing the constraints and how you're making possibilities for each and every person who is into your surrounding. So that is the basic feature. Feature means that here we are talking about the important elements of cabinet mission. Then the second part was the union would have an executive and legislature. When they are saying about executive and legislature, then both of these terminology means that how many people will be selected for the government officials, why you're selecting the government officials, what should be done next to improve the conditions of your surrounding. So that is basically the second point. Coming towards the third point, all residuary powers would belong to the provinces. Residuary powers means that you are the decision maker. You can take decisions and then you can implement those decisions into your nation, into your provinces, those provinces which you're leading. So these are known as residuary powers. And then the fourth point, provinces would be free to form groups with executives and legislatures. It means that provinces can take part, they can win the elections, they can elect themselves as candidates, and then whoever will win, so the powers will be into his or her hands, and then that person will lead the province over there. Now, coming towards the other features of Cabinet Mission 1946, there should be three groups of provinces, and then it was stated all of these points which I'm reading and explaining you, all of these points were stated by those three people who came to the subcontinent. So this was the proposal which they have kept for them. Now, there should be three groups of provinces. It means that three groups of provinces will be divided. Group A will be Madras, Bombay, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Central Pradesh, and Orissa. It means in group 1, you are having all these provinces, and then in group B, Punjab, NWFP, Sindh, and Balochistan. And then group C was Bengal and Assam. It means that provinces, the division of provinces will be that way. Now, coming towards the outcomes of cabinet mission. The Congress accepted the proposals related to Constituent Assembly and rejected the idea of the interim government. It means that the proposal was accepted by the Congress and the Constituent Assembly. It means both were the decision makers. Congress was the political party of Indians in the subcontinent at that time, and rejected the idea of the interim government. And they rejected the idea of the interim government. Why? Because obviously it will be headed by the Britishers, and then whoever is coming, they will be controlled by the Britishers into the government. That's why Congress also rejected the idea of a weak center and division of India in small states. The basic reason that why Congress, it means Indian National Congress, political party of India, they rejected the idea of weak center and division of India because they didn't wanted the small states to be divided, because they were, you can say that they were advantageous if they will still remain with the subcontinent, not to be divided. That's why. Then the second point over here is the Muslim League first approved the plan, and in the first half, Muslim League just approved the plan. But when Congress declared that it could change the scheme through its majority in the Constituent Assembly, they rejected the plan. So first, Muslim League was in favor of cabinet mission, but when the statement was delivered by the Congress that they can make changes because they are in majority and they are playing a significant role in Constituent Assembly, then they also rejected the plan because they don't wanted them to be weaker. Then on July 27, the Muslim League Council met at Bombay, where Jinnah repeated the demand for Pakistan as the only possible solution of India's future. So when they met on July 27th at Bombay, so there again I'm saying Gandhi, I'm sorry, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he presented his view about a separate nation, about Pakistan, and then he also presented about that they needed a possible solution, that how and what things could be done for the future of Pakistan. Then on July 29, it rejected the plan and called the Muslims to resort to direct action to achieve the land of their dreams. Then, when the plan of Muhammad Ali Jinnah got rejected, then all the Muslims they stood up on one place, and then it was called that this is the direct action day. That if you're having your dreams about Pakistan, so definitely you are the ones who should raise your voice. You are the ones who should protest. You are the one who should speak about that what exactly you want. And then on August 16, 1946, that day was fixed as Direct Action Day. When I take the term Direct Action Day, why it was named as this, kindly just underline these three lines because it can be a part of the MCQ. It is important for that. So, when I take the term Direct Action Day, then basically it means that here we are talking about that you finally came into action, you implemented, you're not only speaking, but yes, you're already doing those things, but but you're adding up into a successful decision at the end. So you're struggling for that. Then the assignment for today is question number 1. Write a note on Cabinet Mission 1946 And then question number two, do you think cabinet mission plays an important role in the formation of Pakistan? So you have to attempt these questions in your notebook and then you have to share your answers on KP under my instructions. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope this presentation turned out to be something informative and important for all of you. If you people are having any questions, so you can ask us on the channel or you can ask us on KP under my instructions below. Inshallah, we'll return back with another informative video for all of you. Till then, take care. Barakallah.